Michael Hamburger here with Network Marketing Journal, and welcome back to another episode. I'm really excited about today's episode as I get to share with a lot of you guys out there, someone that you may not have known. This is someone that I've known for a long, long time. Met her, oh gosh, more than 10 years ago in the network marketing industry. I was running a company from a sales and marketing side. And this incredible lady was one of the people I met along the way and that I've was able to snatch up and put in my quiver when it comes to arrows of friends, someone I consider a very good friend and someone I have the utmost respect for. And it is an absolute pleasure to share my friend with you, Carrie Langstroth. Carrie, how you doing today?
I'm great, Michael. Thank you for the kind words.
Well, you know me, they're earned, absolutely earned, never given. I'm curious, I never know where it's almost like a game. Where's Carrie? So the background today doesn't look like Scottsdale, where I know you have a home
No.
in Scottsdale. I know you also reside in Costa Rica, as well as I know you have a house somewhere up near Banff, as we've threatened to go up there and go skiing together, I think more than once. So where in the world are you today?
Well, today I'm in Whistler, British Columbia.
One of my favorite spots.
Absolutely. It is absolutely beautiful here. We've been enjoying the biking trails and had a few really nice meals and did a little shopping because Costa Rica shopping isn't so great. So, yeah, it's fun.
I'm
And
assuming.
and it's right. People always ask where am I because they never know where I am.
Well, see, I know you've got a home in Banff, you've got a home in Scottsdale, and then you and your lovely husband Jim just built a new complex, if you will, there in Costa Rica. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And what takes you guys to Whistler this time of year?
This we're just taking a little bit of a retreat. Um, we we belong with the Third Home Exchange, so we give a week of our house in Scottsdale, and this house came available, and Jim had never been to Whistler, and I hadn't been here for about 20 years, and before the Olympics, so it's really changed, and we just wanted to regroup a little bit and just enjoy our bikes and um, yeah, that's why we're here.
And it's not 116 there in Whistler like it's supposed to be, somewhere around that temperature here in Scottsdale today.
No, it's not the best time to be in Scottsdale, although we were there about 3 weeks ago. Um, wasn't 116, but we enjoy all of our homes and all of the different ecosystems in the area. So it doesn't matter where we are, we just make the best of it and we love our homes.
I love it. Well, you said you haven't been there since before the Olympics. I've only been to Whistler once, and it was one of the most magical weeks of my life. As you probably remember, I'm a big snowboarder. I've got
Mhm.
a snowboard addiction that I'm trying to scratch even in my 50s. Wish I found it before I was 30, 29 or 30, because that's when I found it. But I was there in Whistler right before or right after they announced that they were getting the Winter Olympics there. And it was just magical. I remember snowboarding through these big giant ice cavern walls that you could see that they were like blue walls. And someone reminded me that I was literally snowboarding through a chute that was going through a glacier. Pretty cool stuff. So obviously you've got lots of greenery behind you today. I can't wait to see what you guys are looking at some point.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. You're snowboarding. I haven't really caught the bug with that, but we do enjoy cross country skiing and snowshoeing in the wintertime. But we really, really love our bikes. So there's trails here for miles and miles. Yesterday we went from one lake to another lake, and you really don't need a car here. You could bike everywhere. It's great.
I think you said the same thing about the horse ranch when I came to visit you in Scottsdale, probably 10, no, geez, how's it so long ago? 2010,
Yeah,
2012, somewhere around there. So basically
probably. Yeah.
12 to 14 years ago, I visited your Arabian horse farm in Scottsdale. I remember you probably don't have that anymore, do you?
No, we don't. I
No?
still have an Arabian, but I don't. We don't have the farm anymore.
Well, I can tell you, I remember how just magical that place was. And it's, ironically, it's just down the street from my business partner Ross's house where your old ranch was.
Oh, really? It's a
Yeah,
great area of Scottsdale.
it's right in the heart of things. You guys had it was a magical spot. So, I know you've got a really diverse background. And for our listeners, I'd love for you to just to spend a few minutes introducing yourself and kind of giving people a lay of the land because you're one of the most humble people I know, but you've type of lady that, walks softly but carries a big stick. What are you all about there, lady?
Well, and that's true. I really don't like talking about myself, Michael. So you're pushing me to an uncomfortable spot in my life. I would rather hear about everybody else, not say so much about myself. I'm Canadian. I was raised in northern Alberta on a small farm. My job on the farm was to pick the eggs, and I was terrified of the chickens. They were mean and they bit me, but anyways, I got through that. My parents were very old fashioned. They didn't think a girl needed an education beyond grade 12. So, I finished. I wrote my last final exam one day and started working the next day in an accounting firm. And I just really, I loved business, and I just loved business, and I loved making money and how, so I just went from one job to another. As long as I was learning something, I was happy. And I was very lucky in my life to be mentored by some amazing people. I learned how to analyze financial statements, how to run businesses, how to decide whether you should put more money into them or whether you should shut them down or so that was, and then I just went from one phase to another. And then eventually I got into working with a group of people in the hotel and restaurant business. And, so I started my own company when I was 28. I realized I wasn't going to get too far in life working for somebody else. And then I also realized I wasn't going to get very far in life uh, it just being me. There's only so many hours in the day that you can work. So you need employees, and you make a little bit of money off employees, and that's good for a while. But the true freedom is really when you can get your money working for you. So I was lucky in my mid 40s. We did a really large hotel restaurant deal. Actually, two. We did one year where we bought out all of our partners, and then the next year we sold out, and I got a lot of money, and then I was able to. I say retire, but you know me, Michael. There's 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 no fun in if you love what you're doing and you love working, um, you can't you can't retire. You
You
got to be
don't,
doing
you don't,
something.
don't believe you let dust settle under your feet ever.
No, no, no. I'm always got to have something going on, and I like finding investment projects and helping our family and friends, and people also learn how to get their money working for them, and making money. So now we work when we want, we travel when we want. With COVID, we really realized how easy it is to work anywhere in the world. You just need cell phone and an internet connection, and you can work anywhere. So we decided I bought this land in Costa Rica about 10 years before we moved down, and we decided that, it was time to be retired, but not be retired. And yeah, we moved to Costa Rica. We spend most of our time there. But we're in Canada, we're in Arizona. We're we go to Dubai every year for a conference, and yeah, we just we have the I think we've got the perfect life.
So I want to, and I think you do too. And I know it's very intentional, but I don't want to gleam over the hotel or restaurant business, because I think that's when I met you, you guys had I think just bought a large amount. How many at the peak? How many hotels or restaurants did you guys have? Guesstimate, I guess.
Uh, we probably had 25 hotels and 15 restaurants, and some few houses, and a few pieces of land, and
So you did pretty good, pretty good. How did you end up in the hotel business? Of all things that you could have, and direction you could have went in, how did you end up in that hospitality and hotel business?
well, I was working as doing the books for um, a gentleman who became my husband, and then who became my ex-husband. And we would put a group of people together to raise the money, and we started with one hotel, and then it did well, and then we did another one. So I was the financial person behind the companies, and he was the management operations person behind the companies, behind the hotels. So um,
Right place, right time.
I really just, I was the bookkeeper. was,
Right place, right time. And
yeah.
I know you're also you try to downplay it, but I know you're also very astute when it comes to finances. So just the bookkeeper, wink, wink, right? I mean, you know the stuff inside and out. But one thing I've really admired about you over the years, Carrie, I've gotten to know you, is that you appear to be very smart with your money, and you have made really wise investments along the way. What are you investing your time and energy in right now?
Well, right now my husband and I are working with a group of people. We're crowdfunding for various crypto projects.
Okay.
So I had to learn all about crypto. I knew nothing. 4 years ago, I knew nothing about crypto. I didn't know what a wallet was. I was actually, kind of scared of it, because you hear these horror stories about people they lost their drive, so they lost everything. And it's actually, now that I'm got comfortable with it, I probably prefer the crypto system to the banking system. It definitely is more instant, and you have control of your finances. So we're finding other people who are like-minded like us, want to um, maybe get out of the financial system and go DeFi a little bit, and just diversify into disruptive projects, really different projects. That's what we're working on.
You mentioned you came from traditional finance, accounting. I know you call yourself the bookkeeper, but I know you were the CFO. Um, Again, you just downplay yourself every chance you get, which I think is probably one of the keys to your success is humility and being unassumptive. But you shared you didn't know anything about crypto 4 years ago. What was it, or what is it about crypto that really piqued your attention? Just take a look at it before you even said, okay, and I know your husband's name's Jim, before you guys say, hey, we're all in on this. What was it that piqued it?
I think it was the potential for the return on the investment is what piqued it for me. So I had invested with a gentleman out of Edmonton. His name's Brian Gadet. We had done a few projects together, and he called me up and said, do you know anything about crypto? You should consider this project. And I'm going, well, I don't know anything about crypto, and but I'll have a look at it, because I respected his opinion, and he's a very he's a great man to help you out and help teach you. So they were having weekly calls, and they showed me their back office, and in one or 2 days their fund made 9% interest. Well,
Wow.
my money wasn't making 9% annually. So if you can make 9% in a few days, I mean, that's how you get ahead in life. You don't get ahead in life putting money into a bank account and making 0.5% or 1%, or maybe it's 4% now. I don't know, but that's not acquiring wealth. I don't even know if that's survival, keeping ahead of inflation.
No, not
So
the cost of inflation these days.
yeah, so I just got on YouTube and watched a bunch of videos and started opening up a wallet, playing around with it a little bit, and buying a little bit of crypto and getting ready to go into this project. So that was how I started into crypto.
Well, I don't think you're a financial advisor. I know I'm not either. So this would be a great time for us just to remind the listeners that nothing we share today should be considered financial advice. Neither one of us have a security license. We're not here making suggestions of what you should do with your money. We're just two people having a conversation about what one of us has done so far. So don't know if that's a great disclaimer, but for you guys and gals listening at home, don't believe anything we say when it comes to crypto or financial advice. Again, just a couple folks here having a conversation about what we're doing. So I don't know if that covers it or not. I haven't had a financial person on my Zoom before here on the podcast at Network Marketing Podcast or Network Marketing Journal. But hey, just want to throw that out there. So let's keep diving in now that I got the uncomfortable illy willy stuff out of the way. So you jumped into crypto and educated yourself. Um, what would you say your biggest learning lesson over the last 4 years has been when it comes to crypto?
When it comes to crypto,
Biggest mistake or learning lesson, most costly mistake,
um,
or maybe there aren't any.
no, not really. I mean, so what we did was we put our money into the fund, and that was being traded by a fintech company.
Okay.
And, we watched it grow and grow and grow. And it was at the point where it was at about 120% return over a 6-month period. And I said to Jim, I said, I think we should take our rewards out. We can leave the original balance in, but let's take our rewards out. And then we've got our money back, that we've worked for and paid taxes on, and of course, you pay taxes on your profit. But so that was we did really well there, because shortly after that it dropped to about a 30% loss.
Okay.
So we pulled our money out. And I guess I encourage everyone to do that if you're going into an investment that's a little different. Get your money out and then let it ride, and then you're playing with house money. You're not playing with your money.
Sounds like me in Vegas. I'm not a gambler, but the few times I do play, I put a couple $100 on the table. As I start to win, I put a chip here and a chip there in my pocket, hoping that only playing with house money by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of my philosophy in investing. That's what I've done.
So when you say rewards, you're talking about your earnings. So you guys put in an initial investment over 6 months. You guys pulled out your earnings, which was about 120% of what you put in, and you still had your house money sitting there. So that seems like you guys did fairly well for yourselves.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We're not complaining.
No. Well, I know you're not one to complain anyway. I know that about you. What's next for you guys? Whistler,
Yeah.
where are you guys heading next? What are you doing in business next? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Oh, next. Well, we go to back to see our family for a couple of days, and then we're heading to Vegas for a conference.
Okay.
or the new project that we'll be promoting, which is quite again out of my comfort zone. But we've got a great group of people that we're working with promoting this for us, and it's something else that we've got to learn about. But it's a health product. I've always been a little bit disruptive when it comes to health. I believe in supplements, and I love like essential oils, healing with essential oils I'd rather not take a pill. If I can avoid taking a pill, I would rather take something organic. So that's what this new project is going to be about. So it's going to be another learning curve for us. And then we spend a little bit more time in Canada visiting our family. My mother's still alive, so I see her once or twice a year. Although she has advanced Alzheimer's, she's still happy to see us. Probably more happy to see my husband than me, but that's that's her. And then we head back to Costa Rica for a few months.
That's beautiful.
We go to Scottsdale, and Jim has a golf group of guys that come and golf with him. So we'll be there for a couple of weeks, probably spend a couple of weeks in Mexico in December. And then, December till March, it's lovely in Costa Rica. So it's, we're going to get out of the winter.
Well, I think it's pretty in Costa Rica year round. I mean, the temperature doesn't fluctuate because you're so close to the equator, does it? It's kind of stays in like a 10 or 20 degree variable.
Yeah, probably 10-degree variable. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like Scottsdale where it's a 50-degree variable from night to day.
Yeah, and I'm as you know, I'm just back from I spend my summers out of here. I just missed you guys while you were here.
Yeah.
I think we tried twice. We tried to do the concert and ended up missing each other by about 50 feet when the show started. So hopefully when you guys are here next time, number one, the weather is impeccable. And two, we can all get together and break some bread and spend some time together. I know we missed, as I was just coming back from a road trip with my oldest, looking at colleges over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
fun. Fun. Nothing
They
like doing
grow up, they
country
grow up
drive.
pretty fast, don't they,
Oh,
Michael?
well, this one I think you met when she was a little one, and then her little sister actually you met when she was born.
Yeah,
So
I
and then
did.
we've known each other. Well, I've got a 17 and 13-year-old at this point. So yeah, we've known each other for a hot minute for sure.
Yeah, probably 15 years.
Time flies, and I was bald then too.
Yeah, you were.
Well, what else you guys got going on today?
Today I have another call after you with a gentleman who's thinking about putting some money in our project that's just ending in about a week. And then we will go bike riding, go for a bike ride, have a little barbecue tonight at the house.
Is
And
Jim
then
gonna play golf for you guys there in Whistler?
no, we're not gonna. I'm not a very good golfer. I'm more of a hacker. And Jim didn't bring his clubs.
I'm a
So
hack too. You're in good company.
yeah, well, we would do good. We could play together. Tomorrow we're gonna do the gondola and the peak to peak. We got a couple of more days in Whistler, and yeah, just enjoy the area. It's so beautiful here.
It is gorgeous. I don't know if you know this. It's the largest ski resort on the continent of North America. Whistler is.
Oh, yes. Well, there's two mountains here, right?
Whistler and
Black,
Blackcomb combined.
Blackcomb and Whistler.
Yep. We were going to try and come there for spring break this past season. We went to Park City, Utah instead because the snow wasn't that good this year, apparently.
I
I
don't
know
know.
you're not a skier or snowboard.
No.
I asked my kids every year, where do you want to go to spring break? And they picked Whistler. And I said, okay, we'll go if the snow's good. Because people ask me, where are you going? And I said, we'll go wherever the snow's good. So it's nice to have those kind of choices. I think that it's been just great hanging out with you today. And I
Yeah.
love hanging out. I'm sorry we missed each other when you were in Scottsdale and we were just coming back from a road trip. I'd love to see you guys next time. And I want you to share with people that are listening, where can they find you and Jem online?
Online, they can find us on www.roi-affinity.com.
So R is in Romeo, O is in Oscar, I is in India dash affinity.com. And
Yeah.
we'll put a link down below the podcast where people could find you there as well. Are you guys out on any of the social media platforms that you want people to connect with you there or follow you there?
Um, Not really.
Okay.
I mean, we're on Facebook, but uh, I guess they can find us on Facebook on the Messenger.
I'll put a
No,
link down below. I'll have the team here at Easy over at Network Marketing Journal put a link down below and people can find you there. Carrie, thanks for investing a few minutes with me and with all of our listeners. On behalf of all of them, thanks for hanging out. Looking forward to seeing where you guys take the next project and see you guys real soon. Hopefully, you'll come back and join me another time in the future.
that would be great. Thank you so much, Michael. This was lovely.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for hanging out, ladies and gentlemen. Here, Michael Hamburger with Network Marketing Journal and my dear friend Carrie Langstroth. We'll see you guys on the next one. Make it a great day.